Hey, welcome back to the High Voltage Arcade. Sorry, it's been a really long time since I've got any videos up. Two small children will do that to you. But yeah, I just want to get a quick video out here. I've had some people kind of ask me about our Playchoice-10, that's what we call it now, setup. We bought some things to upgrade our Playchoice-10, and there's three things involved. We bought some custom EEPROM chips from Ringwar on klov.com. He has a store, and we'll be sure to include that link in the description. Also bought a 2600 on KLOV. Manufactures a NES Playchoice adapter, or Playchoice NES adapter, whatever you want to call it. Really awesome guy, really good product, and as far as I know, he's the only person that makes it. And we bought a compact flash card from RetroZone, retrousb.com. So we were able to take all of the NES cartridges that we have. I don't know if you can see, it's a little dark over there, and the place is a mess. And load those ROMs onto this compact flash card that goes into the Powerpak, the Retro USB Powerpak. And then we just took and I'm sorry I don't have the back off the cabinet right now. I'm sure you can understand it's a it's a huge, giant 2-monitor monolith, and kind of recovering from an injury at this point, so I'm not going to turn it around and pull it apart. But we just have we have 2600's Playchoice to NES adapter installed on the Playchoice-10 motherboard, and we have Ringwar's custom EEPROM Playchoice BIOS installed, so it allows us to put any NES cartridge onto the Playchoice, almost any. I say there are some that aren't supported, like I think Kirby's isn't working, and there's a few more that I came across in testing that didn't work. But for the most part, it works and loads most ROMs, loads most games, including Famicom Disk System and Versus games as well. You might have to make a slight modification to your start button in order to coin up those games. We can go over that at another time, or if you have questions, you can leave them in the comments. But now what we have is a Playchoice-10 machine that ceases to be a Playchoice-10. It is now more like a Playchoice. I think I have in total NES cartridges and Famicom Disk System discs, probably about 500 games. So we took the liberty of putting those all on a compact flash. And here's a quick demo on how it works. So right now it's got All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers running. Whenever you're in a game, it doesn't even matter, just hit the reset button on your Playchoice, and it brings up the selection menu on the upper screen. I took all my Playchoice games out of here, just because I felt like if I'm going to have a multiple game system in here, might as well take the ROMs out and all the ROM chips and stuff out of here, and put them in one of my bar top Playchoice unit. Well, I have one bar top Playchoice unit and one more Playchoice-10 motherboard that I can swap out of it. So I ended up taking all those chips out and kind of making like a couple different boards that we can swap out of the bar top model. And, you know, that's actually been kind of fun. So we left slot 1 is the only thing populated. You can edit with these BIOS what these slots say. Like you could call slot 1 like Powerpak or whatever, you know, Ding Dong Circus, whatever you want to call it, and it'll save it, you know, in the BIOS. But we haven't taken the liberty of doing that yet. But basically how it works, slot 1 is where our RetroZone Powerpak is. So we're just going to hit enter on slot 1. God, my hand looks fat through this. Jesus. So now it's loaded up the Powerpak from retrousb.com. Shows the ROM version and card version. I believe we have I don't know, like a 256 megabyte SanDisk in here. Some cards will not work. We tested a Transcend 2 gigabyte card, didn't work. And we did another one like iOmega. It didn't work either. There is a website out there. God, if I can remember what it was, I'll put it in the description. I don't know if I can remember, but I'll try to remember. But yeah, SanDisks work great. Both the ones we tested work great. Back on track here. Just once you have the splash screen loaded up, you can hit you know, any button, and you can see that I have my files in folders here. I've got a Versus folder. The Powerpak folder just has the files necessary to run the game, and like the BIOS and stuff, and a few IPS patches and stuff like that for like disk flipping and just crap like that because I'm lazy. But I got a Versus folder, a Famicom Disk System folder, and an NES folder. So I guess I'll take you first to the NES folder. and you just navigate just by hitting the button and using the joystick. So if I can get it all in the shot here, it's kind of up and down. Let's see if we can find an old chestnut. Let's see, Wizards and Warriors. Great game, one of my favorites. Just hit the button to start it. You can also load Game Genie codes here if you want to. If you're a real gamer, you don't need that. One Game Genie code that might be kind of fun that Cody and Patrick came up with is PEPSIT, P-E-P-S-I-T. Try that on your Game Genie with a variety of games. It'll give you a varied response from all of them, and they thought the word PEPSIT was funny, so that's kind of how that came about. But anyway, you don't have a Game Genie code to use, just go ahead and hit Start Game, and it loads the game from the compact flash card, and there you go, Wizards and Warriors on your Playchoice-10, which some people would go, oh my god, how did you do that? Well, the information is there. Probably about $220 worth of purchase, a little bit of time setting up your directory and structure. If anybody has any questions about how to do that, I'll be happy to help you. It's fairly simple, and I'm always open like 7-Eleven, so leave me a comment, send me a message. I'll be happy to give you a hand with it if you do go this route, and I'd love to see you guys do that. It's really a lot of fun. So once you start a game on the Playchoice-10, the Game Select and Start button then at that point become your Select and Start button, like on a an NES controller. So we would just hit Start, and as you can see, it just starts up the game. It's kind of hard for me to get all this in here, but yeah. So as you can see, here we go with some Wizards and Warriors on the Playchoice-10, which is good time waster. And if you're sitting at your Playchoice playing this, I mean, it's ridiculous. You can have so much fun with this. And the possibilities really are endless. There are a few games that aren't supported, but I've only found like 3 out of like so many that I've tried. So if you have any that you figured out that don't work, shoot me a message too. I'd like to know. I can remove them from my ROM list as well, because it's just dead weight. But okay, so we're done with Wizards and Warriors. Let's hit reset, and we'll just go ahead and go back to slot 1, which is the only thing I have populated. Hit enter. It loads up the Powerpak again. Hit any button. And I'll give you an example of the disc system. Let's see here. Okay. So I only own like probably 20 FDS games, and of those, the ones that I like the most, I put here. And a special shout out to Miles Johnson for picking up some of them for the collection here. He's been a real retro fan of that kind of Japanese stuff and everything. And when he went over to Japan, he did some sniffing about. So yeah, special thanks to him as well. But you can see that we have some stuff here. Just for retro's sake, we'll load up Metroid, and we have the Famicom Disk System BIOS are in the Powerpak folder, and it's configured to run the Famicom Disk System. There's also a IPS patch that I would highly recommend you get that automatically flips the disk sides for you, so you don't ever have to mess with that. It's just like playing a regular game. So just hit any button. It comes up with the familiar FDS screen here, and you can see Metroid running, Japanese FDS Metroid running on our Playchoice, which that was really a thrill for me. I've spent so much time goofing around with this game. So I hit reset. It takes us back to slot 1 again, and so now that you've seen this, you kind of understand where I'm going with this video. It's you got the games, put the ROMs on your card, enjoy it. It works the first time every time. I never have any problem with it loading. Never have errors or graphic problems or anything. It's really very reliable. These people have done a really good job with these products. And again, I'll put their stores or links to their products in the description. So I think I've probably given you all the information I can. Just a quick walkthrough of our Playchoice 500, 600, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I haven't really counted all the ROMs, but I know there's over 500 now. And it works great. So, again, have any questions, need anything, holla. Thanks again for watching. Cheers from Tulsa, Oklahoma, High Voltage Arcade. Catch you next time.